I'm going to show you a couple of my products, and I'm also going to show you how to do facial gua sha and your chest. So let's do this. First, I'm going to talk to you about my deodorant because I got to put my deodorant on anyway. It's a detox deodorant. It does have baking soda in it, but it will take out stuff that's jammed up in your lymphatic system, which gets all in the mammary glands if you have breasts, but it does still get in the lymphatic glands on this area and in the armpit. Rashes and a lump swelling under the armpit about at the heart one location right here is an indicator of lymphatic swelling. What seems to happen when people have lymphatic swelling, which is a precancerous type activity, is this fascinating thing with the lymphatic where when there is a mutation in the cells, your lymphatic system becomes more vascular in order to detox the inflamed tissue. So if a pretumor or a tumor has grown, whether it's cancerous or non-cancerous, that foreign material now has a bigger plumbing system basically to pull it out through the lymphatic system to be detoxed through the skin or through waste or wherever it is that it carries out the body, ideally through the skin. That's why sweating is so important. If you're not sweating, you're at risk for inflammatory diseases holding on to those toxins. You have to induce sweat. This is where infrared comes in as super helpful. All that being said, the deodorant that I make is an herbal extract in organic coconut oil, and it has all these herbs that are anti-inflammatory and also blood healing. It'll dissolve clots, it'll prevent infection, it'll also help just increase the movement of fluids out the tissues. It does have some baking soda in it because baking soda alkalizes your blood and tissues, and it causes a major detox. Sometimes people get a rash. Happened to me when I first used it and made it years ago. For the first 1 to 5 days, and to minimize that, you just add more coconut oil on your own, at least 50%, to stop that detox from happening so rapidly. So I just stir it up. It's going to change temperature if you don't, keep it firm in a regular, if it's not California weather where you live, it's going to melt and harden. And this is a homemade product, right? But it's so it doesn't have all the other junk in it to make it stick together. That being said, it will separate and come back together. My father-in-law, who has had problems with, I hope you don't mind me saying this, has had problems with sweat rings on his clothing and nothing really getting rid of those sweat rings. That when he started using this deodorant, this has been over 20 something odd years he's had this problem, he stopped having that issue. And he sweats a lot, runs a lot, and body weight exercises. He's very active. I take a little bit and just apply it and rub it in, and that's it. Um, about that much. I put it on once a day. Sometimes I only put it on every other day, sometimes less. It depends on, because it acts for a long time in detoxes and antibacterial, antimicrobial. Anyway, back to him. He doesn't have that problem anymore. Nothing, no stains on his clothing, and none of the odor issues at all. And he hadn't found anything in over 20 years to work, and it's non-toxic. And it's literally so safe as a product that you could eat it and nothing would happen to you other than maybe make your blood a little bit more alkaline, right? All right, so that's the deodorant. Now I'm going to go on and I'm going to move on to doing Gua Sha. So Gua Sha is the scraping technique that's used in Eastern medicine to stimulate the surface, right? The surface of the skin and get the connective tissue to release adhesions. So between your skin and the muscle are these little towers of threads of connective tissue. They're the same towers that when you gain weight or you have inflammation or you have an aging problem like I do, where it gets dimpling on your skin, because I have a connective tissue disorder, hypermobility. Anyway, it's hypermobile everywhere. It starts causing this dimpling sag. The cure for that is increased vitamin C and also healthy protein digestion. The process of using Gua Sha helps break up the tight adhesions so that the dimpling isn't as much. And so theoretically, you could use it to also help with, you could also use it to help with cellulite. But, I'm a tomboy, always have been. While I'd love to be that vain, I don't have time to care that much. That being said, I'm going to show you how to do Gua Sha on your face and your chest because as a woman ages, the first thing that myself and other women as they've been aging up, I've watched them complain about is the chest wrinkles that happen. And I don't gua sha all the time. I don't do it very often. I'm more of a do the Eastern practices, beat my head, rub my face and move on, rub myself, just, not take myself too seriously. It's exhausting. Um, anyway, we're going to use it to break up those kind of like boob wrinkles. And then I'll show you how to work through this area on your face, which to me is more important for adhesions along the jaw with aging. So you can see that this stuff gets stuck. And on me, where the kind of like waddle gets stuck, and it's different on different days depending on my elasticity and my adhesion and my tension, it won't let go. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm also going to show you one of my other products that I just made, which is exciting. Okay, so for the face, I prefer stone at this point because I have more delicate skin than I used to. I have an older video of me doing this years ago with the Gua Sha tool that's made from antler and or buffalo horn. I'm vegan now, or plant-based. I have honey. I'm plant-based now, and so it's more important to me now not to mess with that stuff. Anyway, the stone tool is traditionally more gentle for the face. So the wrinkles that happen here on the chest, I'm taking my shirt off. We're going to do this. I'm going to use straight coconut oil, just plain coconut oil, because it's an emulsifier. And I'm also going to use my product that I made. That's an herbal extract of a blend of herbs that I actually created specifically for urticaria. Urticaria is caused by one of the variants of the HPV virus, the human papillovirus. At least 2/3 of the population is HP positive, and there's over several 100,000 variants of it. And urticaria is one of the expressions. And no, you do not have to have had it sexually transmitted to have it when it comes to these variants. That being said, I made this blend, and I was like, because people who get urticaria, those skin wheals or rashes, when they get in heat and sweat, the metals start detoxing, and then they act like inflammatory toxins sitting on their skin, and they don't move off. I made this to help move it off. This is an alcohol extraction, water and alcohol extraction. And when I say alcohol, I mean vodka. It is a traditional way to extract herbs in Eastern medicine. And anyway, it's fabulous. So I made it for that, and I started experimenting with it on my skin. Well, alcohol is a protein. It breaks down protein, so it makes the skin more penetrable. So you can use alcohol to open up muscle tissue and make things more, like I said, more penetrable. My language here is lacking. I apologize. Anyway, so I'm using it to first pre-treat the skin and face, misting it, and I'm going to rub it in. I have found that this stuff has made my skin so soft just on its own. I've been shocked, since that's not why I designed it. And with age, my skin gets thick and difficult, like everyone's, to open. So it's all about trying to open the skin. That's why so many people get all the body work on that. And estheticians, the work that they do, which is brilliant for doing that. Anyway, I'm going to take a little bit of coconut oil, and we're going to put it on pretty good. We're doing whole face and chest. All right. Then we're going to take the tool. You do not have to have a Gua Sha tool. Gua Sha is Guasha. It means to bring the rash. So you're making it pink up. The tools you can use that you might already have at home that have a nice thick edge are, those plastic Chinese soup spoons. Those are fabulous. You can also use a shoehorn. You can also use the backside of either a well-manufactured plastic hair comb, literally the flat comb, or a wooden one preferably, because it'll get nicer with time, the back of that comb, for a rounded, treated edge. So for the chest area, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do a quick rub through, and I'm pulling my breast tissue aside because it's in the way of me getting to the connective tissue better. And you see I'm pinking that up. And this, especially as we go through the center, starts breaking up adhesions and getting more of that connective tissue to relax. Like I said, I don't do this very often. I should, because it really works well. I'm going back and forth doing a technique called scrubbing. When you get towards the neck and face, you really want to focus on going up because the skin is so delicate and it doesn't have the strength of muscles to start holding it a little bit better, the thicker layers. Oh, this is a great area to rub anyway because it has lymphatic drain ports here. So, all right. So you see that color? I love that color. This is my ideal color to get to when I'm doing this. And do you see this area right here that's kind of irritated? I had been outside in the heat the other day because I carry heavy metals easily and I'm always focused on heavy metal detoxes. The necklace that I was wearing I had a reaction to it, and so it's healing. Usually that won't happen unless I'm in an inflammatory cycle. All right, we're gonna go up the neck. Then I'm gonna show you how to release this whole area that gets all stuck and adhered. If you'll pay attention to your body, what you need to check to see if you're a poor mineral chelator and a heavy metal detox person, these are all arthritic and chronic condition problems, people who have Raynaud's or Graves' disease or any of these ones that are caused by some disease-bearing virus or bacteria or insect that causes basically an inflammatory viral reaction in your body, that type of thing, combined with a genetic for arthritis, you basically get stones all in the wrong spots. That's what I said. Like, you don't do mineral chelation, so you end up having just like the nuts and bolts on a table that's been taken apart and put together for years. It sticks in these wrong parts of your body, doesn't go back where it belongs. So you check behind the ear. This is a common area in this glandular area. You'll know if it's jammed up, then you're not chelating. This is where vitamin D protocols come in wonderfully. Mine feel pretty good since I've actually, it's just strange, they get jammed, but they're much better since I've been using my Urticaria spray, which is a heavy metal detox spray. Anyway, I'm going to work up through there. We're going to work on releasing this whole underside. So, I think I showed you in another video how to release that chin and neck area. So see how I'm kind of scraping and just working my way up the neck gently? I'm pressing pretty hard, but it's gentle for me. Some people commented on my old video that I'm doing this all wrong. I'm like, that's great. Thank you for your feedback. Go do yourself. Every practitioner works differently, my friends. Every practitioner. And I am a very, very intense character. I'm serious about what I do, and I don't mess around. There we go. You see how it's pinking up? You're going to look for little white areas if you have them. Mine actually looks pretty even. My flow looks great. I actually think it's for my spray I've been using. I'm not making that up. Now we're going to go and release. I'm taking this edge and I'm working on releasing between the bone and the tissue here. I never paint my nails because I never take the nail polish off, and so this is what you get with my personality type. I'm just releasing it left and right. I'm not going to go into the face too much because I'm really concerned more about showing you the chest, the neck, and the chin. And so I can continue to release up into this area because those adhesions get intense. See that? There's that. And if you do want to work on the face, there is a video I put up years ago on my YouTube channel, which is at 1 Ohm Clinic. Same as all my other social media, and it shows you how to do more of the face specifically. I'm just going to kind of run right here. My hypermobility is everywhere at my joints and in my skin, and it causes my tissues to hang in spots like here more easily, and so I'm going to work on that. I'm being gentle and mindful of the nerves below. I'm pressing into the cheekbone and up along all these wonderful muscles that open and close the jaw, innervate the face. I'm gonna stop right there. That's it. If you want any of my stuff, I have some product links on my page here, on actually on my Instagram page, and then but they're all on my website. It's oneohm.clinic. Let me know if you got any questions. Thank you.